Alright guys, today we are going to be doing another live reaction video to the draft from BDS vs Heretics Game 2. Game 1 was a pretty interesting draft, so I'm hoping it continues in this one. We got a little bit of a Ziggs versus Vayne bot lane in the last one, so hopefully they do something spicy like that again. Anyways, we're just going to be doing a quick, unscripted, unfiltered thoughts and analysis on this draft to see how things play out. So the Draven ban, the LeBlanc ban, and the Rumble ban from BDS. So this means that they probably want to pick Renekton. They could also go Neeko or first pick Kai'Sa. Neeko's kind of fallen off a little bit. Hasn't been banned or picked nearly as much as it was last patch. So with the LeBlanc ban, I'm assuming that they're going to go for a first pick Kai'Sa, assuming that okay, so there's the Kai'Sa ban, and then I guess they'll just take, okay, so they take Rell, which is okay. I think it's definitely stronger in jungle than it is on support, so hopefully they flex it to jungle. But so far that's a pretty hard dive champion there, so hopefully they continue along that same line throughout the draft. Zyra Khan is open, so I'm kind of assuming them to go Zyra Khan here on red side, but also Tristana's open. Which is a fine pick for flex pick, even though it's most likely going mid because no one ever takes it bot or even top lane these days. So Trist Sejuani is the combo. Sejuani is meh, but fine, I guess. Nothing too big to complain about here. I'm fully expecting Zyra Khan at some point, but the problem if you pick Zyra Khan here on 2-3 for BDS is that you kill the Rell flex. So there's the Renekton, like I said. Anyone who's banning Rumble is pretty much going to pick Renekton. And then you take the Jace mid as well into the Tristana, which should be fine. They are holding the Rell flex, which is good for now, but the Jace flex is killed with the Renekton pick. Heretics hovering Nautilus right now, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so they're blinding Nautilus, which I don't think is very good. So if they're blinding Nautilus, they should probably ban the Rakan and the Braum, so they can get an optimal lane matchup. It probably does fine into the Rell. I'm not entirely sure how that matchup goes, but I'm definitely assuming double support bans for Heretics. I would be surprised if this Rell wasn't jungle, but they are going to go with AD bans, so Zyra Khan is still open, but Heretics seems to think that this Rell is pretty much guaranteed to go support. So that's definitely a risky play here to be banning ADs. And there's the Zyra ban as well. So Zyra Khan can no longer come out, but they can pick something like, assuming they flex Rell to jungle, which I think they should do, they can pick something like Kog'Maw and Braum here and just completely ruin Nautilus's time, because if they pick the Braum, they ruin Nautilus and they can't send Nautilus jungle because they already have Sedge locked in. K'Sante on 4, completely fine. That's solid. Into the Renekton, just hard out scales, and like it'll go down 10-15 CS in lane. It's not really a huge deal. So assuming BDS are playing Rell support here, what are we looking for them to play? It's probably going to be some kind of dive ADC. Okay, so Zeri's fine, I guess. It's kind of weird, but it's fine. And then Lilia, okay. So they definitely do need some AP damage, and Rell jungle would not provide that. So the Lilia pick is actually pretty good. It completely outpaces the Sejuani, scales really, really well, and it's just honestly just aids to play against. The big thing that I don't like about BDS's comp here is that the Zeri Rell combo in lane phase is utter garbage. Oh, and Heretics last pick Seraphine, absolutely fantastic pick here. Obviously you're not playing to win lane with the Seraphine Nautilus combo here, but you're just playing to neutralize the Rell. So I think what's going to end up happening here is that the two supports are rarely going to be in bot lane, and it's going to be perma roaming. Seraphine is always going to have Zeri locked under turret there, unless the Zeri ends up going static Shiv, for extra wave clear. So from BDS, we have a pretty hard dive comp here. Good setup from the Lilia. I really like the Lilia pick. I think the Zeri, the bot lane as a whole could be better. But also from Heretics, much better scaling with the K'Sante, the Tristana, and the Seraphine. I love Seraphine. I don't know why people haven't been picking her. So I definitely think that Heretics have the advantage in draft here. Superior scaling, superior frontline, and the Seraphine really just negates a lot of what BDS want to do with their dive, with the Renekton, with the Rell, and the Zeri is very short ranged. So the Seraphine is going to be a huge factor in this game, since BDS is going to be running straight into Heretics. The Seraphine is going to have great value automatically, and then on top of that, you know, the rest of the scaling with the K'Sante and the Tristana, they're in a really good spot this game. So really actually like the draft a lot from Heretics, not so much from BDS, although the Lilia could be an X factor here if she gets ahead early. So going to be an interesting game to see how it plays out, but I would definitely rather be Heretics in this game for sure. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little live draft analysis. Let me know if you want more of this live stuff, live reaction content. It's pretty fun for me to do, and pretty interesting that it's all unscripted and just unfiltered thoughts. So yeah, I'm going to watch the rest of this game, and I will see you guys next time.